Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. And today we have a pretty fun little deck that we threw together per the request of a couple people in the Discord channel, and this is one that was on my list to build, so we decided to go ahead and see what we could do with it. But real quick though, before we hop into today's deck, would like to remind everybody that if you enjoy the channel and the video, please hit that subscribe button, that like button. Check out all the cool links down in the description below, especially joining the Discord. And as always, leave a comment down below letting us know what you would like to see in a future video, and we will see what we can do for you. With that being said, let's hop right into today's deck. We are playing Pillaging Pirates. So this is a heavy creature themed tribal deck. Obviously, all the creatures in the deck are going to be pirates. But really the caveat to that is we are only playing eight non-land cards that are not creatures. We're not really playing any creature removal other than one of our favorite creatures, Hostage Taker. This is a card that we featured in a couple of other decks before. Hostage Taker is a really cool pirate. It is a 4-mana 2/3. When it comes into the battlefield, you get to exile another creature or an artifact until this leaves the board. And then what happens is you can cast that card for as long as that card is in exile. So you could take one of your opponent's creatures and then cast it, so let's say they have like a, another Hostage Taker. We could take their Hostage Taker and then recast their Hostage Taker and then take another one of their creatures or even an artifact. So this is a super fun card. It can be powerful at times. It can look kind of bunk at times also, but again, one of our favorite cards, and with it being a pirate in the colors that we want to be playing, we are going to play it. So we're just going to hit at all of the pirates, and we are playing a bunch of 1-drops. We have 8 1-drops. We have 4 Siren Stormtamers, 4 Spectral Sailors. The thing about playing these guys is it's going to be very likely that when we first play one of these on turn 1, our opponents are going to probably think that we're just on the aggressive blue deck. But when in reality, these are the only cards that are going to be from that deck. They're not going to see any Curious Obsessions. They're not going to see any Cutthroats, which we almost put in, but we just didn't have enough. We didn't have enough spells to cast during their turn, so it's not really something that we wanted to put in. But we did think about it for a little while, and we're going to hit all the creatures first. So we have 4 copies of Stormfleet Aerialist. This is a 2-mana 1/2 with flying. It does have the raid ability. So the raid ability is going to trigger anytime you've attacked this turn. So with this card is going to enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it if you attack this turn. So if we're on curve and we play, let's just say Spectral Sailor on turn 1, then we attack with it on turn 2. Then we can play Stormfleet Aerialist, and it would be a 2/3 on turn 2. So not too bad of a curve. We have 4 copies of Direfleet Poisoner. This is great for multiple reasons. So this is a 2-mana 2/2. Not only does it have flash, but it also has Death Touch. Death Touch is very, very important a lot of the times. And what's even also great about this is when it enters the battlefield, target attacking pirate you control gets +1/+1 and Death Touch. So there may be a situation where this grows one of our creatures out of Death's hands and prevents it from dying. And then at the same time, it could also put us in a situation where it actually kills one of their creatures, and a creature that we normally would not be able to get rid of with one of our smaller creatures. So it does serve a dual purpose. Kitesail Freebooter. This is a very popular pirate. Not a lot of people play this specifically as a pirate. A lot of times you're going to see this card, if it's going to be for a tribal reason, it's going to be for a human tribal deck. But it's a 2-mana 1/2 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, you get to look at your opponent's hand and you get to exile a non-creature, non-land card from it until this leaves the battlefield. So if they're on a combo plan or they have removal in their hand, you can actually get rid of this and then force them to either use another card or start top decking looking for cards to start dealing with yours. We have 3 copies of Ruin Raider. Ruin Raider is another great card with raid. This is going to essentially get us the card advantage that we probably need in order to start pulling ahead of our opponents. This is a 3-mana 3/2. at the beginning of your end step on the raid trigger, if you attack this turn, you get to reveal the top card of your library, put it into your hand, but then you just lose life equal to the card's converted mana cost. So obviously the goal with this is to hit land so you're not taking too much damage. You're not wanting to hit the 3s and the 4 drops. It's okay to occasionally hit a 1 or 2, but again, most of the time you're wanting to just ideally hit land off of this because you're going to be taking 0, you're going to essentially be drawing an extra card, and then on your draw step you're hoping to be drawing your action. So, and then finally the last creature in the deck is one of the cards that was introduced in Jumpstart, Corsair Captain. 3 mana 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you get to create a treasure token, so that's great because it's going to actually give us additional mana that we can use later on. But then the main thing is it gives other pirates you control +1/+1. So this is the pirate lord that we will be playing. We are going to be pumping up all of our pirates with this, and again, hopefully using that treasure to actually ramp up and potentially cast our friend the hostage taker a little bit sooner in order to also cast the creature that you take. Because ideally, when you cast the hostage taker, you also want to be able to cast the creature that turn. Obviously it's not always going to be like that, but ideally you want to be able to cast the creature the same turn. That way if they have a removal spell for the next turn, you've already cast their creature. That way they can't get it back. And it is also worth noting, hostage taker is really good at getting rid of X or creatures with X in their cost, like Hydroid Krasis. Can't really target the serpent because it's protection from multicolor, but typically cards that have X in their casting cost, because whenever that card is exiled, if they happen to kill the hostage taker and then the Hydroid Krasis comes back into play, it's just going to be a 0/0. So it's going to basically act like a removal spell in that sense. But let's hit on the other cards that we're playing. We have 2 copies of Malakir Rebirth. This is also because it doubles as a land, but this does let us basically bring one of our creatures back if it does die. So if they do target, one of our lords or maybe our Kitesale freebooter, we can actually say, you know what, this is going to come back into play and we're going to take a peek again, or we're going to make sure our captain pumps all of our guys and we're going to get another treasure token. So it's just going to give us that kind of bonus. We have 2 copies of Siren Ruse. This is good. I used to play this a lot with Hostage Taker. This exiles a creature and then brings it right back into play. So it's a blink effect. But then the plus side is if it's a pirate, you get to draw a card. So not only would we could potentially get a double use out of Hostage Taker, but we're going to actually get another card as well. So great way to basically just start taking all of their creatures, is just having a bunch of these. And then last but not least, what good pirate deck is it if we're not playing any kind of counterspells, especially a counterspell that interacts with us having pirates? So this spell costs 1 less to cast if we control a pirate, which we are going to, and then it just counters a spell unless the controller pays 4. And typically opponents are not going to have 4 mana to spend, so it's just going to really be just a 2 mana counterspell, and that's what we're really. But that is our deck, and we're playing light on land. We're playing 21 land, and again, we do have the ability to go up to 23 land because we have 2 copies of Malakir. All right, well, let's see what we do. Let's hop into the deck, and we will see you at the wrap-up.
All right, well, there be pirates on these waters. See how these pirates fare. I mean, very curious is if we should be playing Curious Obsession. I know it's a card that is typically a good card, but again, we like to focus sometimes on cards that are underplayed. This is a horrible hand. What is this hand? We're gonna keep this. Oh man. All right. What if we just what if we just put back a land? What if we just put back a land here? We were playing Jesus the Gray. So. Oh, maybe they're playing pirates. Oh. I clicked on thanks, not on nice. Do it. Let's trade these. Sure. You just used all of that. Now we have to draw land here. Oh, we did not draw land. That's awkward. We should have put back a captain. That would have been the smart play, but run amok. Like, what are you doing over there? Card of course. Ooh, that's a card we could have put in. That makes sense in a pirate deck too, because got to assume that that's a pirate on the. Yeah, if you have a shock, you can shock that one. We know you have some kind of spell. Oh, just an opt? Okay. Figure you probably have another run amok, so we're just gonna take 3. What's good is we can potentially play another captain into having another treasure. If they counter, that's fine. But this other treasure gives us the option to lookout dispersal. Wow. Pirates against wizards. I wonder if they're gonna have some kind of like crazy run amok into. That's fine. Hostage taker is pretty good, but what about another captain here? What do you? What about another captain? Oh man. Well, that's unfortunate. We are gonna have to counter. Yeah, you still get to kill one of our, but we needed that mage off the board. So this is pretty good against them. Whatever they decide to block and then combat trick, we get to blink out, so it's kind of useless against us. Gotta block more than that. Have to block more than that. Planning to go down to 1. I mean, you still don't take lethal. Another sure strike, okay. 3. And what do we play here? Does this have menace? Raid. No, I think we have to play this because we have to be able to play the hostage taker next turn. Oh, well, Lookout Dispersal is pretty good. Alright, well. Walk the plank, wizards. Walk the plank. Alright. Going in. Game number 2. Even a pirate's got to hydrate. You can't drink that salt water. Let's start off with a better hand that's not Triple Captain. Don't have a 1-drop. You have so many 1-drops. I think we have to give this a shot. We're gonna have to kite sail freebooter on 2 into aerialist on 3. Not the best. Oh, we might be playing a colorless deck, so that might be a little bit better. This is tough. Take them off their ramp. What makes this super tough is the fact that they have Blast Zone. And they're only going to need to Blast Zone for 1 extra counter. Surprised they're not playing out. I guess they could just play it next turn. Oh, they're going to go for the Monument next turn. A land there would have been great. So we're going to keep this Malakir Rebirth for this freebooter. Mystic Forge. No thanks. I don't want to just keep running out 2-drops. Again, because the 2-drops are just going to die to that Blast Zone. I think they go for the Monument this turn. Gonna give us another peek at what they have in their hand. Oh, I guess we're taking the same thing. Hostage Taker's pretty good against their deck.
Could just take that Fountain of Renewal. We're just going to keep this hostage for a little while. Stop the life gain. And they got no extra draws off that Maze Mine Tome, which is really, really good. They just got to scry with it a bunch. Yeah, I like where we're at. Plus that Fountain Renewal is actually going to draw us an extra card now. They have 8 mana, so they can Hugin. Just have to hope they don't draw an Hugin. They pop it now. We're gonna bring back this this freebooter because we definitely want to see what they have. Ulamog. Oof. Good news is they got rid of their other Guardian Idol. They're still a few turns away from that. And we are just going to have to... Two, 4, 6. Kind of risky, but... They only have 8 mana. Yep, they're gonna have to sack that, which is good because that also keeps them away from the city's blessing. Not so good. Could potentially be a problem. They're at 1. They can't actually use Mystic Forge at all. Okay. They kill that. They play it for free. Yep. Yep. Had to do that. Well, good game, colorless deck. The Pirates have swashbuckled you. Pirates, Pirates are working. Right, 1 drops. We go first.
Gosh, this is no one drop, so we're just gonna keep it. We don't really know what to expect, right? Probably mono red. No, probably black. These sleeves. Make me feel like they're playing like Bulgari or something. Oh no, they're just playing. Just playing ramp, huh? Oh, you're playing this stupid Neoform deck, are you? Well, you have a stomp, which is unfortunate. You've activated my trap card. Oh, sure. Sure. Start getting in. So we're gonna counter this. We don't want just this big old 4/3 on the board that's gonna be able to outrace us. And then they can start copying. We need another land before we can just run out this Ruin Raider. Because if this could just, we could just lose if they get the combo off. All right, well, man, this is playing pirates is gonna get addictive. Because you know they say you get hooked. Oh, did I scare you, Jinx? Looking out the window, not paying attention. Gave you these. Interesting. Do we keep this? They took a mulligan. We're gonna keep. Let's see what they're doing. No sleeves. Might be mono red. Oh, black. Okay. We're just gonna run this out to block with Bulgari Death Touch deck. Playing that Death Touch. You don't wanna swing in? We'll swing in. So it's whenever. Oh, wow. Sure thing, sure thing. Let's get rid of this vampire. This is going to be a hard matchup because they're going to be able to generate a bunch of value. Yep. Pretty good. What does this do? Use a non-creature? Okay, well. All we have are creatures. I really don't want to... You know what? I guess we can just run both of these out. Let's sack this. They don't draw a card. You get nothing. We get to take Shovel next turn. This is Death Touch, right? Yeah. 1/3 Death Touch. Sure. And well, no blocks. No blocks. Could take this. I have a feeling they have another one of these. Death Touch and Menace they chose. I mean, it makes sense. I'm not gonna block. We're gonna make them use their cards. Perfectly fine. Another one. Okay. Death Touch and Menace. Alright, so what do we... Another Pathway. What a great draw. Not at all, not at all. We can double block and then double block to kill both of their Grim Dancers. Oh, really? Oh, what a turd. Actually, you know what? We are going to block this one. Just in case. Doesn't matter. Your creature has Death Touch. Yep, that doesn't matter either. This has Death Touch also. Get some other land in play. Make it look a little bit different. Death Touch is a viable deck. I want people to understand that. We have lost to Death Touch before. We are probably going to lose to Death Touch again. I think our next card has to be a Hostage. Oh. They have a removal spell. We have lost. They have it. Good game. Good game. Boo earns. Boo earns. All right, well. Yeah, like I was saying, a creature-based deck, it's going to be hard to beat a deck like that, like a Shovel deck. Because they're wanting to do that to your creatures. Actually seems okay. I want them to think that we're on blue, but we're not. Oh man, what is... Why are we seeing such a big uptick in these decks? I guess it is kind of budget friendly. You could say go now. Or you want to attack? No attack. We'll end the turn. We know you're gonna... Ooh, this is got black in it. Okay. Barring construct. Okay. Gargoyle. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna block. Yep, we got him. No point in attacking. Oh, they conceded. Oh, man. Oh. Pirates. They are a force to be reckoned with. Man, this deck is performing surprisingly well. We're what, 4-1 right now? Okay. I like this. I'm not just gonna run this out. We'll wait. We'll see what we're playing against. Oh, mono red. Does not look like they have a shock of any kind. If this is goblins, we will counter a wily goblin. But yeah, we're gonna counter a snoop. Get out of here, goblins. Oh, that feels good. We're going to get in a bunch of extra games because people are conceding. We played that entire last match with our microphone off. We had to go help our son in the other room and forgot to turn the microphone back on. So you're gonna get a game that has a ton of great puns. And we knew, what's crazy is we knew they were playing one drop black. Mono white. I think there's a lot of people on mono white. Mono white control. What do you have for 2 to 3 mana over there? Glass cactus. Sure thing. Didn't expect that. Yeah, I think we're going to just keep mana open so we can potentially play 2 creatures. Yeah, let's just play this. They want to wrath us somehow, that's fine. You have gained 3 life. I still can't believe we played that whole match without our microphone on. We're blocking. Okay. Still don't actually get to make an angel. Not how that works. Yep. Hey, guess what? Death touch. We do have a counter for a wrath, so. And Siren Stormtamer actually stops Settle the Wreckage. I would love to dodge one more Wrath this turn. It's kind of... Let's draw that Hostage Taker. Not a Hostage Taker. Alright, what do you got over there? Make you play off the top. They thought about it. They thought about it. Wow. All right, well. Fortunately, I have to take that. we attack with the captain? They'll definitely block the captain. Malik here, rebirth it. Yeah, I think we have to force through damage however we can. Huh. Why would you not block the captain? Perfect. They're gonna have to not attack to survive this, potentially. They can attack with Sarah Angel, that's fine. This has indestructible. Just take 4. We have enough for the crackback, right? 3/6. Yeah. No lifelink, right? No lifelink. Good game. Good game. What a weird deck. An angel gain life control deck? Probably, you know, leaning more towards the budget side with what they have. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And, I mean, you know, they were sort of getting there with their... This is an interesting card. I've never actually seen it. I probably have seen it, just forgotten about it. But this is actually really good. So what they could have potentially done is they could have attacked with all of their creatures, assuming this is what they drew. They attack with all of their creatures, giving them all indestructible until the end of the turn, and then they could Wrath of God. Some kind of Wrath of God effect here, like a Realm Cloak Giant. And then their creatures live, all of ours die, and then they just win probably the following turn. So it's definitely an interesting idea behind that. And I am still upset that we played a whole match without our microphone on. Oh, that gets me. We had all of the best pirate puns. All of the best pirate puns. Snacksy Pain. Snacks X Pain. We're gonna throw these back. Sand is predominantly black, and we don't have any black mana. This is alright. We'll keep this. We're gonna put back. There's an argument to put this back, but this draws us out of our mulligan. We'll probably get a forest or a swamp here. These sleeves are actually pretty sweet. All right. This is green white. Yeah, of course. So I think we have to hope they're not playing something crazy on turn 4, like a freaking Omnath. Okay. Uro is fine. Uro is just going to get them 1 additional land on the board. And then essentially stop the damage that we're about to do, but it's not doing anything for them this turn. Us not drawing a land here is unfortunate, but now we're just gonna have to sit back and kind of Lookout's Dispersal, the right card. Another Uro is fine. Again, we're not really looking to stop them from playing lands. Like, so this is probably just a weird Elemental deck? Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of turns until we actually get to do anything other than just attack. I guess maybe we should have played the Dire Fleet. I mean, we have to counter this. There's like absolutely no way we can let that stick. Oh, we got the lawn people out here today. So what sucks is they can actually get Uro back, and we can't do anything about it. Oh, maybe now we can though. But we have to be really careful though, because if that last card gonna be occasionally muting because of the lawnmower outside. Alright, let's see if they can just draw out of it. So they might be able to. Oh man, really? I think it might have been worth it to actually block a creature there in order to fill their graveyard for Uro. God, that life gain is what's really going to get us. Maybe we have to just try to hit land here. Alright, well. Gain life. Goes in the graveyard. So, the question here is, do we hostage take her? We absolutely hostage take her this on. Because when they go to play Uro next turn, we can hostage take her that as well. They are going to get to kill a bunch of our creatures because of this. But it's also going to kill their Leafkin Druid. Sure. Let's get down this Omnath. They're going to scoot to their own Omnath? Yes. Get out of here. Get out of here, Elementals. Elemental Omnath. final boss. I mean, we're going into a game 10, which is kind of unheard of. We don't do this that often. But we've had so many like super fast games. And we're on the verge of going 9-1 with a deck we literally just threw together. This is crazy. Oh, they're coming back. Oh, I thought we got rid of the lawnmowers. Oh, this is the edgers now. Come on, we need you to join the game, C-Splane. There we go. There we go. Oh, our nemesis. Oh, this is the warrior deck. This is the warrior let's equip and double strike and deal 20 damage to you deck. Exactly what this is. This is a big brain deck, guys. You don't realize, like, it's turn 2. Yeah, I think we're going to trade that. Make him deal as 1 damage instead of being able to, like, fling it later. Let's see what they're working with. Nothing that we can deal with at all. I would really love to draw some land here. Well, let's just start getting some creatures on the board. Here comes old double strikey. So I think we're just going to get in for 1. Because we're going to have to save this Lookout Dispersal. That's fine. Doesn't really do anything. Makes me wonder what they have in their hand. I mean, if this gets countered, this means they're not doing anything in regards to equipping or anything. So, perfect. So now we actually have a pretty decent clock going on here. So this is 2, 4, 5, 6 damage, but we're swinging for 7. Nah, I think we're just gonna swing in for 2.
So we're able to look out Dispersal something. I think we go for the big attack here. And I think we're just going to run out as much as we can. Show lethal next turn. Be gentle. Not too bad. Alright, another double striker. Doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I think we're good there. Do what you gotta do. That's fine. Yep, we're gonna Malakir Rebirth and just get you. Yeah, so that deck that he's playing is best suited as a 2-color deck, probably not a 3-color. The 3-color is gonna kind of just interfere with what you're trying to do. It's gonna make your land base weird. So, because he could have been putting in other cards that let you search or move stuff around easier. So I'd recommend either playing just a Boros, a red-white shell, or an Azorius blue-red shell. Because you know he was probably looking for his hammer that would have just ended the game. So while he is playing, it looks like mainly red-white, I think he should have just stuck to that, not even worried. Unblockable, guys. All right, everybody, welcome back to the wrap-up, and that was so much fun. We just kept playing games. We had some short games, so we just kept playing some more. And what ended up happening is we ended up just playing 10 games. And when you play quick games, it really, makes us want to make up for those quick games, where our opponents concede or, like the one game against Goblins, for example, where we countered their Snoop and then they conceded. You know what? We don't care, but you got to see how salty that player was, and we don't want to take that away from your experience. So we decided to play another game and then another game because, again, some of our games were super fast, some of them were nicely length games, but this deck again was a lot of fun, so we didn't mind playing more games, and we somehow managed to go 9-1 with this deck. Again, this is something that we just threw together. No removal in this other than Hostage Taker kind of makes it a little wishy-washy. Could kind of argue that you want to put in something on top of some kind of creature removal, maybe instead of some of the Stormfleet Aerialist or maybe some of the Direfleet Poisoners. But I think, honestly, it works great as it is. This is also not a super expensive deck. Yeah, there are 16 rares in the deck besides the land. Actually, not even 50. It's 15 rares in the deck besides the land. So, not too bad. 27 if you count the land. But again, I always assume that if you're playing Historic, you already have the land base, because again, the land base is the most important part of the deck. But I feel like everything in this deck worked out perfectly. Corsair Captain, great. The fact that he adds treasure to potentially cast even more pirates the following turn, or just help you hostage take something the following turn, or kind of give back a little bit in a sense, to where you know, you might have 4 land in play. You tap 3 for a Corsair Captain, it hits. Now you have a treasure and a land, and then you can Lookout's Dispersal. So yeah, I think it's a great card. It's really well balanced, and it helps do what your deck wants to do. But yeah, this is the Pirate deck again, 9-1, super awesome. I hope you enjoy this deck. If you do, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, that bell icon. Check out all the cool links down in the description, especially the Patreon, as well as the Discord. Love seeing people join the Discord each and every day. And as always, please leave a comment letting me know that you got to the end of this 10-game video. And let us know what you want to see in a future video. With that being said, please everybody stay safe, and we will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.